Good afternoon, everyone. Sorry we are late, but there's an excuse. We are Italian. Italians are always late. Well, thank you very much for attending this session today, sponsored by CMC. You may ask yourself, why two people on stage?
That's a good question.
Very simple. I am Tania Torcolacci, first of all. Let me introduce myself. And I'm the head of global strategic partnership at CMC Packaging Automation. But I have a very strong marketing background. And Maurizio is part of our great sales team. So we wanted to balance a little bit the presentation and be as neutral as possible in talking about our company and our products. So
it's very good. I would like to start with a question. Why in 2026 we still keep shipping air in the country?
That's a good question.
That's cost. That's a lot of unsustainability.
Yeah.
That's a good question.
You're right. Well, it's simple, and it's what our presentation will be about. The future today doesn't fit in a standard box, and we at CMC have reimagined packaging. Before getting into the heart of our presentation today, just a few words about our company for those who don't know us. CMC is an Italian company with a global outreach. We are in the market for 40 years now, although we come from another business. Now we have 3,000 machines installed globally, and the company counts 600 people. The majority of them are in the service field, offering timely service support to our clients worldwide. We have about 600 clients spread literally in the 5 continents, and we are an extremely very innovative company. We have more than 200 patents that we have launched, and over the past year we won 30 awards, most of them for our innovating level and for our sustainability approach to packaging.
And some of them were spoiled by me.
Yeah, here at Deliva. I always say that there are 3 dates that we consider the major milestones for our company. As I said, we are in the business for 40 years, but we are in the e-commerce packaging business in 2013, when we launched the first CMC cartograph machine, a machine that was, I always say, a disruption more than an innovation, because we changed the way the products were packed and fulfilled in a fulfillment center, distribution center. And we will explain you why. In 2020, the Global Impact Fund, KKR, decided to invest in our company. They are still the major shareholders. And just 1 year later, and something we feel very proud of, the Climate Pledge by Amazon also decided to invest in CMC in order to support and boost our research and development to deliver packaging that can always be more sustainable and reduce the impact.
And if a company that is shipping billions of parcels every year is investing in you, in your company,
that's
maybe
totally
we are
true.
Going the right way.
Totally true. How do we operate? Our headquarters are in Italy, where we have 3 production facilities and where we have our main office, research and development, and the executives also sit there. Then we have 3 subsidiaries in in Europe. One is in the Netherlands, covering the Benelux. Then another one in UK, Germany, and then we have the largest subsidiary in the United States, where we also have a very innovative tech center that we use as an experience center with other partners, technology suppliers, and we also do packages assessment for our clients. Where we do not operate directly, we have a network of distributors covering almost 30 countries today. In terms of companies and customers we serve, today we have the most comprehensive portfolio of right-size packaging technology. And maybe Maurizio can deep dive later. Our products are extremely versatile, so we can pack any kind of product across several industries. It can be, for example, fashion, apparel and shoes, do-it-yourself, and consumer electronics. Okay, now I would really like to get into the heart of the matter and explain how we have reimagined packaging. There are three pillars that drive our job every day and our research and development going through. The first pillar, it's right size. We strongly believe that right size will be the future. I mean, sustainability was a nice to have in the past. Today is absolutely mandatory. And we think that the box should fit the product and not the other way around. Second pillar, it's the box last concept. I don't know how you're familiar with packaging and the packaging processes, but basically we are really the evangelists, let me allow this expression, of box last technology. We believe that products should be sized after being picked and the box created accordingly after reading the dimension over the order, rather than using a pre-selected or a preformed box and pick directly into this box. Third, and this is our latest concept we launched this year at Logimat and then following in Modex. It's the pick-to-pack concept. Thanks to our technology, which is based on a machine called CMC Genesis, which runs powered by this special tote that you can see. This looks really like a warehouse bin, but it's a picking tote. And we can connect this machine with any ASRS system upstream, so any product picked can be right-sized in our Varitote system, and the Varitote can adjust automatically and then will be inducted into the CMC Genesis for final packaging with zero touch. So this solution, pick-to-pack, can support zero-touch fulfillment. Did I say anything wrong, Maurizio?
No, absolutely right.
So pillar number one, right size packaging. We really focus on what matters. If you deal with packaging every day, you know what packing headaches can affect not only your efficiency, but also your cost. If you don't right size, the first problem you may encounter is process efficiency, because you need to stock and you need to guess which is the best carton size that can fit that order. And then there's a lot also of management that needs to be added in your warehouse. The second thing is that if you don't right size, you incur the risk to ship your items in boxes that are bigger than the item. And this is extremely dangerous, not only in terms of cost, but also for product safety and, of course, for sustainability. To solve this problem, a lot of clients, a lot of companies we know are forced to fill the gap, so to fill the empty spaces using void fillers. Void fillers are add extra cost to the package, extra volume, and extra waste. Then it's product integrity. This is an example of how your order can reach your doorstep if the box is bigger than the product and it's not packed safely and tightly. Last, not least, it's the customer experience. I always say there is no second possibility to do a great first impression with your client. The box is the first touch point from your brand and the consumer. So it is extremely important that it carries the value of your brand. Maurizio, I have explained a little bit, hopefully, but can you explain what right size can do and how our machine can solve these problems?
Exactly, you have touched all the points, and these are all the points that right size packaging is addressing. Complexity in the order preparation, packing, it requires a lot of headcounts. Using right-sized packaging machinery, the automation, you can increase the productivity without increasing the headcounts. Of course, it's right-sized, and we have machines that are able to pack up to phone size, okay, for electronics. As Tania said, we touch several verticals. It can be electronic, can be cosmetic, can be whatever. And in every of these verticals, we reduce the empty space and we create really tailor-made boxes, which means you get rid of all the fillers. The boxes are right-sized, are very protective, and above all, I should go green, right? And above all, the customer experience. We really take care about the customer experience. In the past, when we made a similar presentation, I remember Tania was joining the stage like post girl, sorry, with a big box, big like a fridge, or with a little article inside, but a lot of filling material, plastic, paper, and very difficult to open. And then I joined with a very small parcel carrying exactly the same, with a nice branding, with a nice and easy opening. Did I explain all?
Perfect.
There is another point. Now, the PPWR regulations. Before, it was something nice to have, to make a box which is really adjusted. But what happened today, Tania?
Yeah, sooner or later, actually, sooner is better than later, all the companies shipping items will have to comply with the PPWR. And based on Article 24, it has been agreed that companies will not be able to ship parcel containing more than 50% air. So this is why investing in right-size packaging technology becomes mandatory.
Exactly. Okay. So we have talked about right-sized packaging. Let's discuss about some of the solutions that we have. We have, of course, a very wide portfolio of application. If you come to visit our booth F09 here in this hall, we can tell you more. But to sum up, we have three main groups. Carton wrap series. Carton wrap was the very first right-sized packaging technology that we brought to the market. We were the pioneers in this technology. And today we have a large installed base. It's you see here different speed, but it's not really a question about how fast is the machine. It's more a question about the different verticals that we can support. Carton wrap was born mainly for single line orders or multi-line orders with a little consolidation process, because you are loading article on a conveyor, you are scanning the dimensions, and then the system pulls in a fan fold and is cutting a piece of cardboard and starting creasing and boxing it. We have another system, CMC Genesis, which is meant more for complex consolidation and is using, if you remember the three slides before, Tania was showing the tote, the special tote, which fits to every warehouse. Internally, it has some sliding guides that you can.
Later.
We show the video later. Yes, sure. And basically, you can consolidate very difficult, odd-shaped articles inside this tote, transporting them safely to the packaging machine, using in the end the same principle, because we feed a continuous form fan fold. We cut one piece of cardboard, and then we start decreasing, and we release the order, the consolidated order, safely into the cardboard. There is a third line. Our previous business was mailing and graphic, and we developed a large number of wrapping application, film wrapping for magazines, books, but also paper wrapping. With the same philosophy, we designed a 3D wrapping bagging system, and in plastic, with the possibility, because of sustainability, PPWR, all the regulation, to switch also to paper, creating really a shopping bag in the end, no? With handle,
Also
punching. Exactly. And these are all different verticals. For example, carton wrap, electronic books, whatever, toys, whatever. Genesis for generic like grocery or pharmaceutic, cosmetics, where you have to aggregate a lot of odd-shaped, small articles. Bagging is mainly for fashion distribution and with click and collect options, but also for other type of distributions like books, like we have it also in automotive, right, in the US.
Yeah, correct. For spare
okay.
parts.
We have a short video showing the Genesis solution with Varithought. So what I told you before about the consolidation into these thoughts, the adjustment of the guides and the release in the machine, you see it right here. It's self-explanatory. Okay, we need to go fast. Pillar number 2, Tania?
Yeah, this is, of course, a great example of what box last means.
And
this is pillar number 2. We have tried to summarize the main points, the differences between box first and box last, maybe Maurizio.
But basically, it's like you are entering a shop and you buy a clothes. I don't think you would buy it without knowing the size, just taking it. And this is what happens usually in distribution center with manual packing, which is mainly box first. What we do is exactly the contrary, as you saw in the video, which means we take the dimensions of every single order that runs on a conveyor, on a Varithought, and we create a tailor-made box and this is box last.
And more than that, we don't have any dependency on master data, which is super important.
Which is super important.
Something
yes.
not to be forgotten. Pillar number three, something, as I said, we are very, very proud of, and it's the pick-to-pack concept. So the machine Maurizio has introduced and the machine shown in the video, connected with any ASRS system upstream and robotic picking and automatic adjustment of the inner guides of the varitote, can support zero-touch fulfillment. This is something extremely, extremely new and important. I think, Maurizio, that it's worth spending the last few minutes. We have an example of how we can actually integrate with, as I said, any ASRS system or the cube. Today, it's not, you cannot sell a machine. You have to send a solution, a system. Clients ask for end-to-end solution. So it is extremely important that we work, talk, and innovate together with other technology providers. And just with AutoStore, we will be launching this at our Innovation Days, which will be held in Italy when?
18th of June.
Okay. Should we show?
Yes, please. It's an AI-driven system. It's another video, an animation, and don't want to talk over the video.
We have developed this together with the AutoStore. So our varitote, as you can see, is built...
It's integrated inside the AutoStore and can go in the grid of the AutoStore. Up to now, we made already several installations with AutoStores, integration with AutoStore, but it was mainly a conveyor where a varitote was running, and from the AutoStore bay, the operator was picking the good and it was placing it into the varitote and adjusting the guides. What we have here is a tote integrated into the AutoStore. Additionally, you saw one portion was with traditional manual packing, but we have also the possibility here to do the automatic picking as well as the automatic adjusting of the guides.
Exactly.
And
what happens if one order is not complete?
Bravo, that was my point that I wanted to add. Basically, since the tote is running in the grid of the AutoStore, we can use the AutoStore as a buffer, waiting for the order to be completed. And this happens frequently in many types of industries, for example, automotive. If they have to deliver more in the B2B case, when this happens, it was for that. But, for example, until an order is completed, it can take one complete shift, 8 hours. So the tote needs to be buffered, and we have the possibility now with the AutoStore of the future to buffer it in the AutoStore. But the crucial point is that with one touch, in case of an operator, or with zero touch, we can run inside the carton. As you saw before, the varitote is picked, the bottom part is sliding out, and the order is released into the carton that is tailor-made exactly for that specific order. Box last, as Tania was explaining.
Good.
Okay, thank you for your kind attention. Just one little thing. In 2 weeks from now, sorry for the short notice, we will host our Innovation Day at our headquarters in Italy. If you scan this QR, you get all the informations and the pre-registration indication for our event.
So we will demonstrate the entire range of packaging technology we have in our portfolio, and we will also be launching 2 new machines, which are extremely innovative. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you.